Hello friends, today in probability distribution we'll see the topic binomial probability distribution. So what is the binomial distribution is, suppose we have performed an experiment. Which has only two outcomes, a success or a failure. That is, if we toss a coin, then we get only two possible outcomes as a tail or a head. Then getting a head, if we call it as a success, then getting a tail will be a failure. So there are only two outcomes, like getting head or tail. So such experiments we'll consider in this only. That is the experiment which has only two outcomes, a success and a failure. Okay, then if P, small p, is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure. Okay, suppose we have performed experiment n times, and is it possible that we always get a success? No, right? So there are some success and there are some failures in that experiments. So suppose I have performed experiment first time and I got a failure. Then if I perform it again, I get success, then success, then sometime failures, then failure, success, success. I have to do it n times, right? So this is n times, out of which now I collect all the successes together. So if I say that success into success into success, I have collected all the success together. So these are, suppose, r times there, r times successes are there. So how many failures will be there? Remaining are the failures, right? So how many are they? As total are n and successes are r, so failures will be obviously n minus r times, right? This is the whole experience. This is nothing but n. We have performed it n times. Okay, next, if we have considered the probability, next if we consider n such trials, for n such trials, if we want to find probability of r successes, so we have to first choose r successes as they are random in this experiment, right? So how will you choose r successes? So successes are r times and total are n observations. So success can be chosen in NCR ways, correct? So it is successes can be chosen in NCR ways. So we are taking probabilities on that. If we will take the probability of this event, so required probability is probability of success, success, success into failure, failure, failure. That is probability of success into probability of success up to so on, probability of success into probability of failures up to probability of failure. And we know that we have considered P is the probability of success. So it is P into P up to so on into P. And how much times it is there? Success is R times. So probability of success is also R times, right? And then probability of failure, we have called it as Q. So it is Q into Q up to so on Q, and this is n minus R times. So required probability, that is probability of R successes, will be then R. This is nothing but required probability. That is what? P into R time, that is P raised to R into Q raised to n minus R. Q n minus R time, that is Q raised to n minus R. But if we want to write probability of R successes, we have to choose the successes, and successes can be chosen in NCR ways. So this is the required probability, probability of R successes, of course. So probability of R is NCR P raised to R Q raised to n minus R, and this is called a binomial probability distribution formula, where R is the success, N is the number of observations or number of experiments or number of trials, R is successes, this is combination NCR, P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure. And some notes we need here. So remember, mean of, in case of, we are writing in case of binomial distributions only. Mean of binomial distribution is N into P. Then variance of binomial distribution is NPQ. And then what will be the standard deviation? Standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance. So it is square root of NPQ. Then we'll take one example. If 10% bolts produced by a machine are defective, calculate probability that out of a sample selected at random of 10 bolts, not more than 1 bolt will be defective. Okay. If 10% bolts produced by a machine are defective, calculate the probability that out of a sample selected at random of 10 bolts, not more than 1 bolt will be defective. So you have to find out the probability that not more than 1 bolt will be defective. So question is, find the probability of, now forget the numeric more than 1, less than 1, bolt will be defective. So whatever is the question, what, like it is defective, or it is cheaper, it is testier, so we'll consider that. What is asked, we'll call is a success. Forget for instance now the number, not more than or less than, just see the question what is given, call it as a success. So here success is whatever is in your question, call it as a success. So sometimes we need to take success in one question. There is students got failed in an exam, probability we have to find, so we have to consider students got failed in exam as success also. So here success is bolts are or will be defective, right? So what success we have defined, bolts are defective, so we can write probability of success and we denote it as P. So what is P here? It is given to you, 10% bolts produced by a machine are defective. So P is nothing but 10%, that is 10 by 100, that is 0.1. Right. And okay, I forgot to tell you, as experiment is having only 2 outcomes, success and a failure, so there are only 2 outcomes, there are only 2 probabilities, P and Q. So what you can write about P plus Q? P plus Q, it consider your whole probability. P is probability of success and Q is probability of failure. So P plus Q is always 1. So total probability is always 1. Remember this, P plus Q is, and here P plus Q is 1. We can also add it in notes. P plus Q is 1. Okay. Then P is 10%. So we can find out Q. Q is what? As we know, P plus Q is 1. So Q is 1 minus P. So Q is 1 minus 0.1, that is 0.9. Okay. We are having P, Q, and then we are interested in N. So what is the total number of trials or experiment? So we'll read that. Calculate the probability that out of a sample selected at random of 10 bolts. So what is N here? We have selected 10 bolts. So N is 10. Now we'll go to our question. A question is not more than 1 bolt. Not more than 1 bolts means how many bolts can be defective? It should not be more than 1. So it can be 0 and it can be 1. So how can you write the condition? So probability of R. What is the condition on R? Not more than 1. That is less than equal to 1. And in less than equal to 1, it will have 1 also and 0 also. That is probability of R is 0 plus probability of R is equal to 1. Right? So it is, we know the formula now. Probability of R is 0. So we'll first write the formula. Probability of R is NCR P raised to R Q raised to N minus R. This is formula of binomial distribution. So we'll apply here. So probability of R less than equal to 1 is equal to N. What is our N? We are writing for probability of R is 0. N is 10. C. R is 0. P is 0.1 raised to R. In this case R is 0 into Q. Q is 0.9 raised to N minus R. N is 10 and R is 0. So 10 minus 0. This is for probability of R is 0. Now we'll write for probability of R is 1. That is 10 C 1 into P 0.1 raised to R is 1 into 0.9 raised to 10 minus 1. And we'll solve it. We'll get the answer as 0.736. This is the required probability. So what we can write the answer as out of a selected sample of 10 bolts, not more than 1 bolt will be defective. The probability of the same is 0.736. We'll take next example. From a box containing 100 transistors, 20 out of which are defective, 10 are selected at random. Find the probability that all will be defective. And second question, at least one is defective. So we'll first check what in your question. So at least all, will ignore that, will be defective. Getting defective transistor from a box is a success. So here success is getting a defective transistor, right? So we can write P as the probability of success, that is probability of getting a defective transistor. So in a box of 100 transistors, out of which 20 are defective. So if you want to find the probability of defective transistors, number of favorable outcomes, that is defective, are 20 and total outcomes are 100. So 20 by 100, that is equal to 1 by 5 and that is equal to 0.2. Next we know, and P plus Q is equal to 1 implies Q is equal to 1 minus P, that is Q is 1 minus 0.2, that is 0.8. And we need N also. So what is N? This is data for getting P. Next experiment starts with 10 transistors. 10 are selected at random. So N here is 10. Right? And then there are two questions. We'll solve first. All will be defective. All means 10 are selected and all 10 are defective. So in first, all will be defective case. What is R? R is 10. All are defective. So its required probability is probability of R is equal to 10 is equal to, first we write the formula. Probability of R is NCR P raised to R Q raised to N minus R. Okay, next we have to solve it for R is 10. So probability of R is 10 is N is 10, C 10, P 0.2 raised to 10 and Q is 0.8 raised to 10 minus 10, that is 0. And if we solve, we will get the answer 1.024 into 10 raised to minus 7. And remember, probability must be in 0 to 1. It should not exceed 1 or it should not go below than 0, that is negative. So it should be in 0 to 1. Next, this is your first answer. All will be defective. Second, at least one is defective. At least one. So what will be the condition on R? R will be greater or less. At least one means 1, 2, 3. So R is greater than or equal to 1. So probability of R is greater than equal to 1. That is, we have to write probability of 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. This is not that easy. So we'll try to write it as total probability is 1. We'll write 1 minus opposite of that. So R is greater than equal to 1. What remained is probability of R is strictly less than 1. That is, here it includes 1 to 10 and here it is less than 1, that is 0. So 0 to 10, it includes whole probability and the whole probability is 1. That is 1 minus R is less than 1, that is only probability of R is 0. So it is equal to 1 minus, we'll write the formula, NC0 P raised to R Q raised to N minus R. And solve this, you will get the answer 0.8926 is the required probability of at least one is defective. Okay, we'll take one more example. In a locality, 20% people smoke. Find the probability that out of 6 persons chosen at random from this locality, 4 or more will be found to be smokers. So what? People found to be smoker is a success. So here, success is people found to be smokers. Right? So P is the probability of success. So what is the probability that people are smoking? So it is given to you that 20% people smoke. So 20%. 20 by 100. That is 0.2. And Q is 1 minus P. That is 1 minus 0.2. That is 0.8. And we need N also. So in question we can see the probability that out of 6 persons. So N is 6. Now the question is 6 persons chosen at random, 4 or more will be found to be smokers. So what is condition on R here? R is 4, 5, 6, 4 or more, that is R is greater than equal to 4. So we need to find probability of R greater than equal to 4. That is, as there are total 6, so we'll go from 4 to 6. That is, probability 4 or more will be found to be smokers. So there are 6 persons total, right? So there can be 4, 5 or 6. So probability of 4 plus probability of 5 plus probability of 6. So R is 4, 5 and 6. We'll put in the formula. N is 6, C 4, P 0.2 raised to 4 into 0.8 raised to 6 minus 4. Plus, we'll write for 5, 6C5, 0.2 raised to 5 into 0.8 raised to 6 minus 5. Plus, 6C6 for probability of 6, 0.2 raised to 6 into 0.8 raised to 6 minus 6. And after solving this, we'll get probability is 0.01696. Sorry. This is the required probability. That is, in a locality, the probability that 4 or more people are smoker is 0.01696 from the given data. Next question. The probability that a man aged 60 years will live for 70 years is 0.65. Find the probability that out of 10 men, now 60, at least 8 will live up to 70 years. So what? Asked to question what? Live up to 70 years. What? But what? That is, a man aged 60 years will live up to 70 years. So here success is a man aged 60 years will live for 70 years. This is the success. So we need probability of success P. So it is given that the probability that a man aged 60 years will live for 70 years is 0.65. Okay. P is there, so we can write Q also. Q is 1 minus 0.65, that is 0.35. And we need N also. So find the probability that out of 10 men are selected. So N is 10. Right. So we have to go for the question. We need the formula. Probability of R is NCR, P raised to R, Q raised to N minus R. This is the binomial distribution formula. Next, we'll go to the question. At least 8. So condition on your question is at least 8, that is 8 and more than 8. So we can write it as R is greater than or equal to 8. So we have to choose 10 people. So it is better to go from 8 to 10. That is probability of 8 plus probability of 9 plus probability of 10. Write down the formula. N 10 C 8 P 0.65 raised to R. R is 8. Here 8 into 0.35 raised to 10 minus 8 plus 10C9 0.65 raised to 9 into 0.35 raised to 10 minus 9 plus 10C10 into 0.65 raised to 10 into 0.35 raised to 10 minus 10, and solve it. We'll get the answer at 0.2616. This is your required probability of a man aged now 60 will live up to 70 years, among which at least 8 of such people will live up to 70 years is 0.2616. Next question. For a binomial distribution, given that it is a binomial distribution, the mean is 2. And we know the mean for binomial distribution, mean is NP. And standard deviation is root NPQ. Right? So it is given that mean is 2. That is NP is equal to 2. And standard deviation, that is root NPQ, is 1. Squaring, we get, for this equation, squaring, we get NPQ is 1 square, that is 1. Now we have two equations with us. NP is 2 and NPQ is 1. From this 2 we can find out Q if we divide this equation by this. So dividing 2 by 1 we get NPQ by NP is equal to 1 by 2. NP get cancelled. So Q is equal to 1 by 2. We got the first value. Q is 1 by 2. But we know the condition P plus Q is always 1. So P is 1 minus Q, that is 1 minus half, and therefore P is 1 minus half, that is half. P is half. And we have to find out N also. We have the equation NP is equal to 2 and NP is 2. We know P, we will put that N into half is equal to 2. So implies N is equal to 4. So these are NPQ values. Hope you understand this. Thank you.